Hello there. Welcome to Keep This in Mind, brought to you by DavidASpecht.com, and I am David A. Specht. I've been dealing a lot with mindset lately, and I wanted to share a couple of thoughts that I have on the subject with you because I think it will help both you and me to some extent. How we think tends to show up how we are. Let me say that again. How we think tends to show up in our life how we are. Let me explain. And I'm going to give you a health explanation because that's what really kind of fits in my life. And that is my thought process about stress would often lead to food, which would often show up on my waistline. Perhaps your mindset about money would often show up in your actions and then show up in your bank account. You see, everything starts between our ears, but at the same time, it doesn't stay there. In fact, when our mindset gets jacked up, many times relationships get jacked up, finances get jacked up, health gets jacked up. But it all starts up here. Now, you may say, David, there's things that happen in my life that are beyond my control. Absolutely. We have things that happen that just suck. But I will say this too. In every instance, there is a space between stimulus and response where we get to choose our response. And that response is often chosen by the predetermined mindsets that we have about life, about ourselves, about the relationship. So when we begin to realize that our lives are controlled by our mindset, now all of a sudden we are empowered to figure out how to change it, how to go from maybe a lack mindset to an abundance mindset, maybe to go from a distrusting mindset to a trusting mindset, to go from a negative mindset to a positive mindset. All of these things are well within our personal control to change. Now, you may be asking yourself, David, I don't think I can do that. I've been told all my life this, or I have experienced that, and I am set in my mindset. Okay? But can I tell you that there's a number of people who've been able to change their mindset, who've been able to change their lives, who've been able to transform from the person they were to the person they want to be over time. It doesn't happen overnight. You don't just wake up one morning and say, I'm going to change my mindset about this. It takes a series of actions over time to develop a habit and a discipline. And when you do that, transformation can take place. Now, I want to explain to you there is a difference between transformation and transaction. Transaction is a one-time decision to exchange one thing for another, where transformation is a complete change out from an old thing to a new thing, from a before to an after, if you will. But the beauty of it is that a series of transactions can lead to a transformation. Let me explain. Joining a gym and working out once is a transaction. Joining a gym and working out every day or 3 days a week or whatever consistently creates a transformation. Going on a diet or starting a health journey is a transaction. Making the decision each and every day to stick to the health journey, to listen to a coach, to stick to the health plan, to learn new habits creates transformation. That's the difference. We live in a transactional world. You see it all the time on television, on your scrolling. People want you to, they promise transformation, but they're selling transaction. But can I tell you, friends, that the only way a transaction will lead to transformation is if you also work on changing your mindset through the process. If you go into anything with a list of non-negotiables, you will never hit transformation. I'll give you an example. I hated, let me say it again real close to the microphone. I hated vegetables. Couldn't stand them, choked on them. I believed that salad was an excuse to hold up ranch dressing, bacon bits, and croutons, okay? But when I went on my health journey, when I made the decision that I was going to go through a transformation, then vegetables were on the table. They weren't a non-negotiable. It wasn't going to be, I'll do this, but it was, I am going to do whatever it takes, no matter how inconvenient, no matter how distasteful, no matter how much I don't understand why. I am going to trust the process. And because I was willing to make that transaction over and over and over again, the transformation took place and continues to do so to this day. I make the transactional decision to eat the right things, to do the right things, to move, to whatever, each and every day, because my mindset is I am going to continue along the journey of my own personal health. I'm going to improve the person of me each and every day. Therefore, I am making these transactions each and every day. So I just want to leave you with this for a moment. The right action over time, the right transaction over time can lead to transformation. Now, I'm not telling you what transactions to take. I'm not telling you whether or not you should enter a health journey, a finance journey, a personal development journey. I'm not telling you to buy this course or that course or whatever. What I'm saying is that your mindset manifests itself in your life. And the only way to change your mindset is to do a series of transactions time and time again until transformation takes place. Once transformation takes place, the journey then continues in the direction that you choose. See, the choice is yours. Your mindset starts the journey, but your actions and your transactions create the transformation. Look, if you want more information, if you want to follow, subscribe, all the things I do are at davidaspecht.com. The website has been redesigned. It's been reloaded. It's still under construction in some areas. I encourage you, go to davidaspecht.com, read the blog, look about my book, Old Dogs, New Tricks, version 2.0. Just look and see what's available to you, because it's my goal to help you become the person that you were always meant to become. But it starts up here in your mind. It manifests itself in your life, in transactions, and transformation will occur over time. God bless.